It really was troubling.
I like their twin constipated looks.
Yeah, if this was some tabletop fun for the whole family game, I'd have already punched the GM and left. Wow!
Damn.
But lives are actually on the line here. Not just my own, but also that of someone I kinda liked.
Kinda.
Kinda. We'd made it this far, yet she was uncooperative. Maybe, maybe I was going about this wrong? Maybe if I wanted to save her life, I had to start by saving her from the darkness within?
Oh, with your magical healing boner, is
With
that what
my
you're
with my
implying?
magic boner! Or maybe from the unidentified supernatural phenomenon that was binding her. Though that didn't seem like something that could be done in just 3 or 4 days. Still, I'd struggle until the very end. I couldn't participate in the feast myself, so I had no choice but to leave it to Chiemi.
God, that must chafe his asshole.
Oh my god, his entire butthole is chafed. I didn't say anything more to her, I just chose to believe she'd overcome her inner conflict soon. Meanwhile, Mako's drawing had grown so large it felt like she would get lost in the mist.
おーい
I left Chiemi and went to Mako.
ねえ
Bleh!
Meh.
She waved at me. Good thing she was kinda used to me now.
さっきから何を書いてるんだい
こっちだ
God, she's
ね
so stinking
お守
cute.
り
Yes.
Ooh, she's drawing something
お守り
creepy.
One drawing showed a warped circle with a line just as strange going through it. But I could see what it was. It looked much like the Higuchi family crest I saw in the dining hall. There were 4 of them, apparently. The others were hard to differentiate. Oh, that whirling drawing was the same as the one on the stone. The symbol of the Yomotsu Okami.
なるほど新内さんのお守りかお姉ちゃんに教わったのかいこっちのはお守りじゃないね
家畜
I certainly wasn't expecting to hear such a vivid word from a girl about 4 years old.
動物かい
うんこれがね牛
ふむ
牛
ふむ
これはロバ
おお
Oh!
こっちはね
Okay,
豚
I'm really upset. The developers had an opportunity to show us this little girl's drawings and they did not take it.
Yep.
ああ
Ah. The ground wasn't the best canvas, and the little girl wasn't the best artist. Shut up, she's the best.
She's doing her best.
All I could really tell was that they all had 4 legs.
これは
私
It had 4 legs, though. Well, whatever. Huh.
じゃあ一番でっかいこれは
狼
A light chill went down my spine.
なんで狼なの
狼が来るから
Huh? The wolf is
Yeah,
coming?
she's just parroting what the old man said.
Yeah. That was like...
狼が来るから逃げなきゃいけなくて
待ってくれメコちゃん君は狼を知ってるのか
会ったことないでも怖いって
それはここの狼
ね
Bah?
蛇とか猿とかは
知らない
狼は何をするの
家畜を食べる
食べる
うんお馬は食べられたって
The horse. That's probably talking me. Apparently, this had nothing to do with Fujiyoshi's legend.
Oh, it does.
I had no idea if this was from a picture book or her imagination, but there were barely any links between the stories. Or maybe I was rushing to conclusions?
そのお話
Or
は
maybe you're an
誰に聞い
idiot.
たの
本当だよ
じゃあどこで会ったことかな
遠く
遠くか
This little girl is the best character in the game.
歩いてきたの
Well, it didn't look like I could get any details from her. If far away referred to the land of myth and it actually had truths regarding Fujiyoshi's legend that weren't told here, what the hell was I thinking? Land of myth? How stupid. I should just calm down and file it under more info that made no sense to me.
そっか。頑張ったね。
お腹すいた。
そうだね。僕もだ。戻ろうか。
As we turn around, I saw Chiemi stand up in the mist again and hesitantly beckon us.
食事ができたそうだ。
Kyonosuke was standing at the entrance to the dining hall wearing a gloomy expression. He was never particularly vigorous, but now his visage was haggard, and he wasn't nearly as arrogant as before. I couldn't blame him. The only person he was friendly, flirtatious, to, Rikaku Uematsu, was in an awful state. Also, despite all he'd said, he'd actually relied on Takumi-san. They seemed to be close in terms of age, too. And from what I'd heard, he'd never really said anything wrong. The only problem was his insensitive choice of words. The feast was a communication game. Even if you were right about something, it didn't matter much if you couldn't convince
ありがとう
anyone.
ございます。
Still, he was one of the mere 2 confirmed humans. Treating him badly and making him upset wouldn't help at all. I had to be courteous.
行こうか。
お腹減ったね、メイコちゃん。
Chiemi had calmed down a bit. I'd already told her my suspicions. I now had to hope she handled the feast well. All that was left now was to get some nutrients to support my hard-working brain, right? Oh my god. My
Your
hard-working
hard-working
brain.
boner.
こんなのしかできなくて。
She ladled what appeared to be rice gruel from the large pot. It was a thick white soup with vegetables, rice, and something brown inside.
しし入りだ。慣れてます？ええ。生のはダメになっちゃったから。
ちえみちゃん、
I whispered to
ど
her.
うしようか。
春秋さんはどうしたい？
We were talking about the thing where I had to avoid the local food.
せっかくだから今回は貫こうか。
オッケー。ありがとう。
What did I mean by this time? Did they think I had another life or something?
God.
It was fine. It wasn't like I was cool with dying, just on the off chance I got a second shot. Dying wasn't an acceptable option.
Yes, it was.
I
Yes, it
wasn't about
is.
to compromise
ほ
on
っつ
that.
き歩いても仕方ないし、ここで待ってるよ。
わかった。召し上がらないの？
結構アレルギーあるんで。
Just say you're not hungry, dude.
若い人は変色しおるから。いろいろ
Yep,
食べる
that's
と
exactly
強く
what
なれん
allergies
わ
are.
よ。
Yep. I am allergic to being strong. Hey, I was lying, but telling actual allergy sufferers that they should just eat and they'd be cured was actual murder.
Whoa. He actually said something considerate.
Wow.
In the privacy of his own brain, where he's not considerate.
Well, there were some efforts to cure allergies by carefully injecting the allergens via vaccine, but that was a subject for the doctor.
Oh,
Anyway,
speaking of that, there have been some really successful methods to kind of combat peanut allergy.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, they were able to get kiddos who were, I don't think they were deathly allergic to peanuts, but they had a pretty strong reaction.
Uh-huh.
They were able to kind of trick their immune system into, being able to safely eat 3 or 4 peanuts. Obviously, they shouldn't go, eating handfuls of it, but if they
Right.
accidentally ingest some peanut, it shouldn't make them sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to the dorm by myself was dangerous since they'd suspect me, so I just waited in the corner of the room, still
安
hungry.
永くんとはるちゃんは？
まだ上かな？いい
Well,
から
Yasunaga-kun is in the
That's you,
soup.
No, Haru followed him upstairs, remember?
She is also in the soup.
僕は彼らを呼びに行ってくるよ。
Uh-oh.
God, I hope they're not up there having sex.
I went up the stairs, and when I reached the second floor, I stopped for a moment. I heard some rustling.
Oh my god.
Was it possible they'd gotten
Oh
that intimate
my
in just a few
fucking
minutes?
god. I hate this man so much.
Was I about to ruin the mood?
I hate this man so
Well,
much.
food was important too. I said, to get their attention and slowly went up, making sure I was loud enough for them to hear me coming.
食事だそうだよ。おや、安永くん。あ、どうも。
Oh, she's blushing.
Uh-oh. The room was full of stuff. It was a huge
なんか
mess.
探してるみたいだけど、まだ見つからないの？
ええ。新しい割烹着が屋根裏にあるって言われたんですけど、
見つけられなくて、他もひっくり返してたところですよ。
New apron. What the fuck?
そうか。
Yes, we were looking for an apron.
見た？
え？よければみんなには黙っててもら
Oh
えま
my
すか。
fucking god.
いや、勝手に気を使いはしたけど、別に何か危ないシーンを目撃したわけじゃないんだけど。
あ、
Oh my god, look at
お
his
楽しみ中だ
face.
った？
Yeah. What?
何言うのよ。
嘘だよ。こんな時にそんなこと、君たちはしないでしょ？
That's something Haruaki would do.
Yep.
もちろんよ。
Really now? I was still kind of worried.
じゃあ、一旦切り上げて食事にしたらどうかな。
They didn't argue as we prepared to go back. There was a loud noise from downstairs.
何？
Yasunaga-kun and I looked at each other, then ran out of the room without saying a word.
I love how shit keeps happening when he's not around. It's
Yeah, I know.
great.
We were met with a strange scene. I instantly realized what had happened and who was responsible. Kyonosuke was wearing a furious expression, his shoulders shaking. There was a shattered plate of rice gruel at his feet. The contents were still steaming. He was facing Kaori Oribe-san, who was standing completely still. Did he throw his food to the floor? Was it that bad? No way, this was clearly something way bigger than that.
いきなりどうしたんです？
Chiemi and the others didn't seem to understand either. They shifted uneasily.
何ですと？
渦だ、渦。獅子滝にトリカブトが入っている。
Isn't Wolfsbane hyper poisonous?
I believe so, yes.
But what?
メイコちゃん、食べた？
いただきます。まだ。
他に誰も食べてない？
ちょっと待って。何が何だか。本当なんですか？
見ろこの生煮えの傭変を。光沢があり、裏も白くなく、先端が尖る。匂いも違う。よもぎや二輪草じゃない。
Windflower, huh? Mmm.
ほんまです。
What the fuck is windflower?
渦じゃ。
Poppy.
Huh?
Poppy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
山菜を入れたの、母さん。
ええ。
危なかったね。間違えてそんなの入れちゃって中毒が起きるところ。
殺す気だ。この女は。
待ちなさいよ。ただ間違えただけでしょ。それだけでそんなひどい。
Haruchan stopped talking when she realized the suspect was acting strange. Oh no, she got closer. Kaori-san was staring right at Kyonosuke, not moving an inch and smiling. She was completely glaring him down. Oh. That response was so delayed we had no idea what it was for. When Kyonosuke backed away a bit, his expression shifted from rage to fear. Uh-oh.
Oh, we didn't even have to wait for her other son to die before she went nuts. Okay.
母さん。
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Wow. Man, you know they're serious when they draw and render each individual tooth.
Right? Ugh, I gotta see. Damn it, what do I? Yeah, no, that's shorthand for crazy.
Yep.
Honestly, what it is, that's shorthand for really visceral horror because there's nothing more unpleasant than a lot of teeth.
Yeah. And human teeth are difficult to render correctly.
Yeah.
So, like, they slip into uncanny valleys so easily, you don't even have to try to make it look creepy. Just draw the teeth, and there you go. You're done. You've done it.
As she stood there, wailing madly, she brandished a knife. She was hardly moving quickly, but the sight of the blade had stunted our reflexes. I'd seen some bizarre corpses here. I'd bore witness to what pure malice could do. But still living blatant malevolence, killing intent, was intense enough to paralyze everyone present. I barely registered the scene unfolding before me. Staggering a bit, The woman passed the counter. The sharp knife was still green with something, like shavings of aconite. She raised her voice and aimed her poisoned weapon at the nearest target, Kionosuke-san.
I'll let her do it. It's fine. Oh, this is an interesting time for us to have a choice.
Alright, I feel
I
like
think if we tackle her, we're definitely getting cut.
we're gonna get stabbed. Absolutely.
Yeah. If we find a nearby weapon, Kionosuke might get stabbed.
Okay.
I'm not saying a downside here. Both of
I
these
see-
options are great.
I see no doubt. It results in the death of at least one person we don't care about, regardless.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to.
Hill's voting for get stabbed.
Yeah, I'm going to say tackle her.
Yeah, because if we die, then we can just reset and take the other option. I think this is probably the shorter of the two.
Yeah. I don't know why I moved when I did.
Because we told you to, asshole.
I was a man of words, not impulse. In times
I
of
am
crises,
so rational.
I was the type to turn tail and run after making some sort of parting threat. Oh, he's a dick. I shouldn't have been on good enough terms with either Kionosuke or Kaori-san to risk my life for them. Yet when I came to my senses, my body was dancing, charging straight for Kaori-san with my right shoulder. Did you just shoulder check her? After a brief struggle, we collapsed. I heard her let out a strange cackle in my ears. I had to change my posture. Unless I pinned her hand down, But in the end, it turned out I really wasn't cut out for the job. These roundabout thoughts were just delaying the inevitable. When the madly laughing woman embraced me, my thoughts ground to a complete halt.
Oh my god, still thinking with Boner-san, huh? Oh.
She stabbed me right in the back, simple as that. To her, I was just another obstacle that had to be removed. I didn't know if the wound itself was fatal, but I could tell that the blade had sunk in incredibly deep, and that it was coated in leaf green poison.
Aw, yeah.
It must have been a near instant death, but I still have all this time to think about it. My mind quickly grew hazy, yet my final moments were those of self-reflection.
Oh my god.
Reckless actions really aren't my forte after all. Thanks a lot, Boner-san.
Okay, it's fine. We'll continue to make him do reckless actions until he gets it right.
I don't think we need to watch Hidden Corner. No.
No, we know what we were about.
Yeah, I know what I'm about. Yeah.
No, we're doing great, Hisuji-san. You shut up.
That's 2 deaths. Okay, chart. Hold on.
Yeah.
Chart. There we go. So, wait.
Yomi, right?
Okay, we haven't gotten the 4th thing yet. Yeah, we're still in Yomi. Damn, there's a lot.
Yeah, wow.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, God.
There were those teeth again.
There's those teeth. All right, yeah, I know all this. Okay. You know what? Skip. There we go. Find a nearby weapon. It's time to duel! I had no idea why my body began to move. I grabbed the nearest chair without even thinking about it. That's the weapon? I guess.
I mean,
chair
bludgeoned
versus
someone
knife.
pretty good. Yeah.
It was old, wooden, and heavy. Picking it up made me lose my balance for a bit. I pointed its legs at the would-be murderer and dashed forward as fast as I could. A crash, a cry of pain, a scream. Amidst the cacophony, I attempted to keep Kaori-san pinned down. I pressed the edge of the chair against her knife arm. She cried out in pain, and the blade clattered to the floor. Chiemi then quickly kicked it away. In hindsight, it all happened in a mere matter of seconds. In fact, tying her up was way harder, what with her foaming at the mouth and struggling. In the end, we bound her limbs and gagged her to silence her bloodthirsty screams. With that done, we had no choice but to face reality.
僕がこれを切り出すのはどうかと思うけど、どうするんです？
I know I'm probably not the best person to ask, but what the fuck, guys?
You're definitely not the best person to ask, and yet he does it anyway.
6 of us stood in the mists right outside the dining hall. Kaori-san was locked inside.
Meh.
Bah.
織部さんも読み人になってしまう。
Alright, these Yomibito rules are really just very, like, hazy at best.
This woman has had a very difficult life, and she has been pushed past her breaking point.
香織さん、やっぱり無理してたん
Yeah, see? That's what you just said.
Yeah.
当たり前でしょ。母さんが義継をどれだけ大事にしてたか。あいつはバカだし、喧嘩っ早くて手がかかるやつだったけど。いや、だからこそ母さんはあいつを一番大
He
事に
was
して
an
た。
asshole, and that's why she loved him.
父親に似て無謀だって母さんは何度も言ってたから。
Ah.
Took after his dad.
Hey, can we talk about your dad?
Shit. Yeah, we better talk about him soon, because I don't think we're going to be able to talk to Kaori about him.
僕が責任を持って落ち着ける。みんな、どうか今日のことは
宴で決めるべきだ。
Oh, fuck you.
待ってください。これは宴とは関係ない個人の暴走です。分けて考えるべきだ。
That is actually a reasonable argument.
Yeah, that's like the first reasonable thing he said.
ご婦人は確かに汚れによって狂気を得たのかもしれん。
Again, everything about this corruption and the Yomibito shit is really hazy at best.
野里さん、
霧の中のことは宴で決めるべきだ。でないと汚れるかもしれん。
そうですな。
わかりました。行きましょう。ダメだ。このままだと香織さんが殺されるぞ。させませんよ。僕が。久石さん、母を見ていてください。
Oh, okay. I'll stay with her and maybe talk about your dad.
僕はフリーでいいのかい？
Yeah, it really doesn't matter anymore.
It really does not.
There's like 6 people left.
Yeah.
ちえみちゃん。
She was making the same face she did whenever she talked about God.
やっぱりこうなった。
Strangely enough, there was emotion in her eyes.
Why is that strange?
Strangely enough, she feels things like a human.
Weird. I didn't think girls could have feelings. Interesting.
I could see 90% resignation and 10% fear. Those are exact numbers. Watching me until she finally passed out of sight, she followed the others toward the hall.
Wait, so she wasn't watching where she was going? She was looking backwards?
酒はどこにあるんだ。
そんなのもういいじゃないですか。
清めるのは大事よ。ほれ、野里様。
いただく。
He drinks everybody's portion.
回るな。
Everyone knows.
To be fair, we can't blame him for day drinking at this point.
Yeah. Everyone knows discussions of murder are the best time to day drink.
ちーちゃんも。やすくん。あんたは舐めるだけ。
お姉ちゃんは
植松様はもうダメじゃ。
世話するわ。この子の。
Alright, so who do you think they're going to vote for? I honestly think it's going to come down to Yasunaga. I think he's probably gonna go.
Yeah.
I can't. Kiyonosuke is too strong-willed to like he's been taking charge this whole time.
He's been trying to.
Yeah, and I feel like
I think he finally has a good chance to actually do it, especially once Yasunaga's out of the way.
Yeah. I thought that's another reason why I think that Yasunaga's gonna end up.
Yeah.
Good. Now, Hillary, are you saying that it's on Chiemi because you think she's the wolf, or do you think that she's gonna get sacrificed this time? Oh, you still think she? Okay. Yeah, I honestly am starting to believe that she's the wolf.
では始めるが、私は織部夫人をくくるのに1票入れたい。
Oh, no lengthy conversations. Just go for the vote.
根拠は何です？
彼女は危険だ。
じゃあ僕は 上松里香子さんに1票入れますよ。
Oh, interesting.
根拠は危険だからです。
他の
Yeah,
各位はどう考えるの
don't
か
know who
ね。
the other wolf is.
仮投票だ。
I don't think there is another wolf. I think the fact that there were two markings is a red herring. Because we only saw the one wolf when we went out that one time. We didn't see two wolves.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I think there is only one wolf.
This is a temporary vote.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Yeah, it's gonna come down between those two women.
Yeah.
Before anybody present gets voted for.
Yeah.
今頭回ってない。
上松里香子をくくるべきよ。香織さんは話せばわかるかもしれないけど、あっちはもう化け物じゃない。
Maybe we were the other wolf all along. We didn't kill anyone because we suck.
お前はどうなんだ、子供。
お姉ちゃん、食べるの？
They're not eating her.
何を言ってる。いいか。お前の好きな里香子さんを守りたいなら、
Hey.
織部香織をくくるのに投票しろ。
Hey.
Don't sway the vote.
無理ですよ。分かりっこない。危険が3人。あとは2対1。
Damn. Yeah, Yasu.
Yeah.
But he's dead next.
It's partially for selfish reasons, yeah, but yeah, he's gonna die next.
ふざけるな。わざわざ移り住んでまで安水に身を尽くした彼女に対して。
What exactly has she been doing? Like, I like her mostly because she was our little hostess at the beginning of the game, explaining shit to us. But still, like, what hard work has this woman who has perfect flawless hair and perfect flawless clothes been doing this whole time?
Yeah, I think honestly, it just seems like apparently she's doing something, but Kyonosuke is like, oh, is this how you repay her? Dude, what has she done? Well, if you don't know it, then it doesn't matter. It's that fucking bullshit argument.
Yeah.
それは。
というか、聞かせてくれませんか。母は取り乱してはいるけど、話は通じる。
This is a sound argument.
説得の可能性はあ
They
りま
couldn't
す。
do shit with Rikako.
Yep. Absolutely.
Whereas Kaori is like, yeah, she is mad with grief and actively tried to kill everybody, but again, she just lost her son.
Yeah, and her boyfriend? Question mark? Yeah, it's not gonna last forever.
Yeah.
Like, give her some time to cool off.
上松さんはあれじゃ獣と同じじゃないですか。投票だってもうできない。読み人なんですよ。母とは違う。仮に今日母をくくったとして、明日はどうするんです？上松さんを何とかする手はあるんですか？
Oh, damn. I love this kid.
Her pet beefcake, yes.
決まりですかね。
Yeah, fuck you. He's gonna put the, alright, we'll hang her. He'll leave it up to us to go in and get her because he's too much of a bitch coward to go.
Yeah, he's not gonna help at all. It's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not biased in the slightest?
なんですって？
Yeah, this guy thinks he's perfectly unbiased.
我々はあくまで狼を全滅させねばならんのだ。優先度からすればそっちの方が先だ。
Okay, but she's still not exhibiting wolf-like behavior.
読み人は狼ではないのだろう。であれば、彼女は狼でないと証明されたの同義なのだ。
Yeah, again, all this Yomibito wolf stuff is all incredibly hazy and ill-defined.
Yeah.
は？どういうことです？
伝承を思い出してみるがいい。狼とは世持つ狼。すでに黄泉の汚れを負った存在なのだ。その上さらに読み人になるなど考えられるかね？
Why not?
山脇さん、どう思われるか？
Oh, alright, Grandma. Yeah.
それ
Might
それは
be true. Might
そうかもしれ
be.
んですが。
Might.
It's very
こういう
uncertain.
仮説はどうかね。強い汚れを受ければ斬死する。あの取材者たちや君の弟のように。しかし一方、 弱い汚れは狂気となる。狂ったお守りが狼で、狂った人が読み人だ。つまり汚れの罰は狼にとって残死のみを意味し、人には読み人と残死の二通りあり得る。
ご都合主義な妄想だ。
そう、証明する手立てはない。しかもし狼が汚れで狂うというのならば、あんな姿になるのかね。人の皮をかぶった獣が狂ったならば。
You have no way to know. You're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, arguing because you don't like the outcome of this particular vote.
You are hurling in truckloads of noodles. Speaking of, did you hear about the thing in New Jersey? Apparently,
the millions of pounds of pasta. Yes, I did.
Yeah, that is this. Someone is literally throwing all of that spaghetti at this wall to see what would stick.
The wall is a forest in New Jersey.
Oh, you are just... Oh, I hate this old woman too.
Yeah, she's not great.
No, you have absolutely zero conviction in anything that you do. Thank you!
I mean, it kind of annoys me because basically what this is going to come down to is which of these two men are better able to convince Grandma.
God, you're right.
If something else happens, I will be shocked.
I'm the one who's... To accept the fear of the corruption means to accept the legend. Like, I feel like Kiyonosuke is playing up the traditionalist angle to get Tai on his side.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly don't think that he believes in any of this shit.
Oh, absolutely not.
I think it's just convenient for his agenda.
He knows what to say to make the old woman listen to him.
Yeah. Help him! Great, that helps. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she does have a point.
Yeah.
But, like, back up the boy.
Like this knife and this gun that I used to kill those other people. I mean... Whoa! Oh, she's voting for him because Haruaki said that he was suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand and I'm angry about it.
ここから確定票を取って、いつまでも話し合っても無駄でしょ。
それは。
いつかやらなきゃならないことだ。それに、知恵姉が確定票を入れるなら、僕らが入れないのはアンフェアだ。でも、許せるかどうかは別だよ、知恵姉。
分かってる。
異論はないか。では、
私の考えを言うね。
It doesn't matter. He's full of fire.
この場は狼を探すために使うべき。
I like how they're like, it's no, there's pointless talking, and then now Chiemi is like, oh, actually, I have some things to say.
Yeah.
ただ、その論拠が昔話の解釈なのは論外。モッチーや狼じじいや匠兄ちゃんは人間に殺されてるんだ。ならば、昔話じゃなくて、今まであったことを振り返って考えるべき。それで、まず、私と同じように優先順位をちゃんとつけられる人は、この中で誰か。野里さんはさっき言った通り、メイコちゃんは若すぎて無理。はるちゃんはぶっちゃけ野里さんへのアンチとヤスくんの味方をするだろうって思った。状況に関わらずね。
Yep.
Yep.
うん。 タエばあちゃんはきっと伝説やら何やら中心で語るだろうって分かってる。一等信心深い人だからね。じゃあヤス君はどうだろう。辛いこともあったし、今はお母さんがくくられる寸前で焦る気持ちは分かる。だけどその対抗としてリカ子さんをくくる方向で進めちゃうのはどうかな。安水の人間なら確かに長者をくくる方向に誘導するのは簡単かもだけど、君には優先度ってものが分かってるはず。怪し読み人なきにせんなんて言葉より前に直接の脅威になり得る狼を探すべきってね。
Okay.
私の知ってるヤス君は切羽詰まっても理屈っぽくそんなことを言う人だった。
知恵ね、言いたいことは分かったよ。僕はこいつが許せないんだ。あなたが適当なことを言って場をかき回すもんだから、匠兄も義継もモッチーも殺された。この後に及んで次は母さんだというあなたが許せないんだ。
I don't care if he's the wolf.
ちょっと兄ちゃんどうしたの。
So the thing too that gets me about this is like, obviously emotions are running high. Obviously people are going to be acting in ways they wouldn't normally act because the situation is abnormal.
Yes.
And like everybody's pointing fingers, like Chie's logic that, oh, the Yasukun I know would never act like this. He always has a cool head. Like, bitch, his mom's life is on the line. What do you think he's going to be acting like? And like the old lady trying to, no, not the old lady. Who was it that blamed, oh, it was Kaori who was like, I vote for Haru-chan. I want Haru-chan to hang. Because she's acting weird. And it's like, bitch, her grandpa just died.
Yeah.
And she has a hole in her foot. Yeah, she's going to be acting like, It's so frustrating. This is like one of those, you know, those tropes where like, bullshit is happening that could be easily avoided by talking to each other.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of that.
And that's the thing, like, so Haruaki's like, this is a communication game, but he's not allowed to participate. So it's like, now it's like we're strapped in a chair watching as all these people don't communicate in a communication game.
Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot it. Oh.
それだけのつまらない人間だよ。これでも不満なの？知恵ね。
そうだね。らしくないとしか思わない。ヤス君、これはきっと疑心暗鬼だと思う。でも
You are definitely looking too deeply into it. But I also think, yeah, Chiemi is definitely the wolf.
安永君と春ちゃんはいなかったよね。もし他の人があれで全滅してたら、残るは君たち2人だった。
Oh, yeah, that is a good point.
あとは春明さんか。もしあなたが狼だったら、とても楽な展開だよね。
僕が母さんにあれをやらせたっていうのか。
そうだったら最悪だって思うよ。
That'd just be the worst.
鳥かぶった鳥さんが取ったのは、おそらく朝だよね。それ以外暇はなかったし、ずいぶん早起きだったし。その時からみんなを殺す気だった。夜の間に吹き込まれたとするなら、話はわかるよね。
ああ。
そんな。でも夜に連絡する手は。
狼は2人いる。
That we know of.
Maybe.
まさか。
Maybe.
香織さんが唯一残った息子のために一人で汚れを被る覚悟で残る人の皆殺しを狙ったなら。
私も人だもん。
最後に狼と人が残っても投票にならない。春ちゃんは何もできない。
嘘だよね、兄ちゃん。
やすくん。
ありえないんだ。だって母さんが狼だったら義継が死ぬわけがない。
Yeah, Takumi couldn't either.
Yeah.
あいつを生かすために僕を殺すならありえたかもしれないけど、僕が頼んだって聞いてくれるわけがないだろう。母さんは僕よりあいつの方が好きなんだから。
知恵ね、あんまりよ。兄ちゃんが がお母さんにそんなこと言うはずないじゃん。別に私はヨシ君が殺されたとは言ってない。彼は単に夜出歩いて汚れを受けただけかもしれない。それに香織さんは狼じゃなくても息子が狼だって知ったら汚れをいとわず助けるかもしれない。そうやって都合のいいことを言って兄ちゃんをどんどん悪者にしようとしてるようにしか見えないわ。どうしちゃったのよ知恵ね。私たちのことはどんな時だって守ってくれてたじゃん。あの人なの？不妻子さんがそうやって言えって？あの人と出会って
Yeah, it's my fault. Blame me. Do it.
変わっちゃったの？そんなことはないよ。ただあの人の真似をして自分の頭で考えてみただけ。
Okay.
Calling what he does thinking is very generous.
目を背けるべきじゃないって。
それで思いつきで僕に対して絶縁状と同じ一票を送ろうって言うんだね。
だってらしくないんだもん。そうやって脅しみたいなことを言うヤス君がさ。私からしたら君だよ。変わっちゃったように見えるのはさ。
I really hate this.
Yeah.
Like accusing people of changing.
結局どうするのかね。投票先は。
責任を持たなきゃね。私はヤス君を疑ったから、それをちゃんと形に残すよ。
では、織部安永に一票だ。
順番がずれましたけど、席順で言えばタイバーが最初でしょ。タイバー、どうする？
私は香織さんにするわよ。上松様は確かに。
But neither is by the metric that you guys just talked about, she's a victim of the corruption, so she can't be a wolf. A Yomibito can't be a wolf. So she's completely disregarding her own traditions and everything that she was.
あなたはどうします？野里さん。
That's Cowdy.
今さらあなたのだと。私の答えは変わらんよ。それどころか、今の芹沢の言葉で気持ちが固まった。織部安永、君が狼とは正直、今の態度からは考えづらいが。
No, it's so obvious that she isn't.
織部香織に一票。君はどうするのかね、織部安永。
変わらず、上松里香子さんです。
私も上松里香子に投票するわ。
子供は
I vote for
大きでいいか。
No, what the fuck?
待って、メイコちゃん、よく考えて。あなたの票で人の勝ち負けが決まっちゃうかもしれないんだから。
知恵ね、そこまでするのか。小さい子にデタラメを吹き込んで票を奪おうなんて。
She's part of the feast. She should have a vote.
メイコちゃん、リカコさんがいなくなったら嫌だよね。だったら
無駄だよ。僕に投票させたって3人同率で決着がつかないだけだ。
いらない人選ぶの？
そうよ。
Damn.
だったら
She's gonna choose Cowdy.
おばちゃん。
Yeah, because she was scary.
怖かったから。
Oh shit. Oh shit, is Yasu gonna go fucking bananas?
He might. That's his mom.
食堂の女の人かね。決まりだな。
そんな冗談だろ。そんないい加減なことで。
It's almost like blindly adhering to traditions is bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were about to disregard her, but now because she sided with you? Oh man, I can't wait till it's your turn.
Yeah, right.
兄ちゃん、終わった。
I heard muffled screams and sobs from the dining hall behind me. Gagged and tied, Cowdy Oribe was still wailing. She couldn't move properly and had a pole fixed to her shoulders, but I was still worried enough to check every now and then. The lack of change helped calm my nerves, but at the same time I resented myself a bit for it. Quite a bit of time had passed since the feast had begun. What kind of decision would they make? The daily wolf hanging had failed every single time so far.
Nobody's been hanged so far, though.
Yeah.
Like...
That's what I said. It constantly fails.
Yeah.
Considering the number of days remaining and how many people were left, if they messed up today, the humans would lose all hope of surviving. If either Kaori Oribe or Rikako Uematsu ended up chosen, there would just be no chance anymore. Uh-oh.
As far as he knows.
Yeah. Once I saw people leaving the hall, my mouth moved on its own. Their eyes were steady. They walked in my direction. Not to me, though, but to the dining hall. I asked anyway. I was speaking to the last representative of sanity in this place, Kiyonosuke no Sato.
Okay.
We didn't even converse. His tone and the look in his eyes were different from usual. His usual arrogant pride was gone, and in its place stood a deadly determination.
Yasunaga-kun. 僕は負けました。春ちゃん。
私は嫌だって言った。
おばあさん。
新内様のおぼし飯じゃ。
Yeah, let's just absolve ourselves of guilt.
チミ。
春明さんはこの子。
Meiko was at the rear of the group. Somewhat hesitantly, she walked up to me. I moved aside to let them pass. They all entered the dining hall and dragged out the victim. The ones holding the ropes and doing the dragging were Kiyonosuke no Sato and Chiemi Serizawa. Following behind was Taya Yamawaki, prodding her onward with a bamboo broom.
Yamero.
As his mother cried out in pain, Yasunaga Oribe followed the group hand in hand with Haru Makishima.
Tomero.
Haru Makishima was bawling. Yasunaga Oribe was shaking, not even trying to hide his sobs. His face was warped in anger.
Dareka.
As the group faded away, the gag fell out and the victim's voice grew loud. Not a scrap of reason remained, only raw terror. This is by far the scariest part of this game. Or perhaps madness.
I feel like this is the roughest part of the game so far.
Someone. Beg for her life. However, I didn't hear any pleas to the very end, and I painfully realized I wasn't participating in the feast. I wasn't part of this life selection game bound by otherworldly rules.
She's not going to see anything.
I turned Meiko away, hugged her, and covered her ears. Because of that, I couldn't cover my own. Parent-like dedication. What a weird idea. Anyway, as the group disappeared into the mist, I somehow felt as though the screams or laughs grew even clearer. I was subjected to this illusion until the very end. During the final moments, the mother called out her son's name. It was the name of the elder son, and he responded by calling for his mother. But at the very last moment, it felt like the victim shouted out a different name. There was a strange sound, followed by silence.
Meiko.
Meiko's body was surprisingly warm. In response, she just nodded.
明日、僕と一緒にここを逃げよ
She nodded again.
う。上松里香子は諦めるんだ。
Meiko started crying. I let her go, took her by the hand, and led her to the dorm. There, I took all the remaining food I had. Then I escorted her back to her place.
鍵をかけて、明日の朝、僕が迎えに来るまでじっとしてるんだ。
Still crying, she nodded.
これをちゃんと食べるんだぞ。
I gave her some food and closed the door. Once I turned around, I saw them.
今日の宴は終わった。
There wasn't a hint of emotion in his voice.
そうですか。
As one who didn't participate in the feast, I was in no position to criticize or support them. To just turn around and return to their places, leaving no indicator whether they'd actually heard me. 3 of them were headed in the same direction. I didn't feel like joining them, instead casting a glare at their backs as they walked. My powerlessness was killing me. Under the assumption I would die tomorrow, I decided I would go through the mists down to Sadanaga, a strict taboo here. What kind of death would that get me? Would I be injured, wander into some other world, something else entirely?
I'm sorry. He's taking the little girl with him to his death, or to what he assumes to be his death. What a fucking coward. He can't even die by himself.
Or perhaps I'd be eaten by a monster.
Oh, God.
I still had that incomprehensible memory, but it was enough to make me suspect that was the most likely scenario. Normally, people didn't remember dying. The unknown was scary, but journeying into the unknown meant conquering that fear, so you could say there were some perks to remembering that death. But if it was guaranteed that I would die like that, I wasn't really keen on the idea. That it hurt like hell, not to mention how terrifying the experience was.
マシな死に方を考える。もっと痛くない死に方。あるいは痛みと引き換えになるような何かを成し遂げる死に方。
Like if it led to the survival of a young child. Anyway, I'd wager my life. All that remained was finding supporters. Yeah. I closed my eyes and took a few deep breaths. Whoosh! I threw a Yakuza kick into the wall.
Oh, look at Kiryu over here.
Then I did a low kick with the other leg. What was that?
What? Oh, okay.
We've lost him. He's gone.
I guess he's just singing the OP to some anime that he watches.
As I sang the Buddha's Ash Rock, I attacked the wall with my ass, which prompted a response from the other side. What
I can't tell if she's amused or annoyed.
I heard Chiemi's angry voice through the front door.
Okay.
ちょっと声が笑ってるぞ。
あんなん誰だって反応に困るけど。
The walls here were thin apparently. You were
no shit.
Beating the wall with your ass.
まあ、とりあえず明日逃げよっか。
どんな流れで何を言い出してるの？
それだけツッコミができるなら十分正気でしょう。脱出。クレイジーゾーンからおさらばしようぜ。
あのね、春明さん。
僕は本気だ。
Still outside my door, she fell silent. It was only about 8, still a safe time. I walked up to the door and unlocked it.
ひどい顔。
そんなに？
嘘。
何その軽妙なふっかけ。彼氏か。
君の切り返しも本調子に見えるけど、でもそんな仮面の下に超常的苦悩を隠してんだろ。全部吐いちゃえよ。まあ、吐かなくてもいい。とりあえず座れば。
お邪魔します。
Alone in an empty room, we sat cross-legged and looked at each other.
今日の宴の内容を教えて。結局、誰なんだ？
もうわかんない。というかもう誰でもいい。
The situation was hopeless. She felt the same way. So far, there wasn't a single lynching with a good reason behind it, and it didn't feel like they'd gotten lucky and killed a wolf.
いっそあの青ビオタンが狼ならな。すっきり憎めるのに。
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. It's easy to hate him even if he's not.
匠さんからお墨付きが出てる以上、その
I
可能性は
can't wait
と
until
ても
one of
低
them
い。
has the realization of what if Takumi was lying.
知ってる。
But still, assuming Yasunaga-kun was actually a wolf, I really doubted he was cold-hearted enough to keep up the act of a human while seeing off his mother to her death. Like Chiemi had pointed out, it was best to assume Kaori-san had only done what she did for her son. If everyone died and only one was left, he'd be the victor regardless if he was human or a wolf, probably. Whatever the case, it was important to note that it was wrong to guess whether Yasunaga-kun was a wolf based on this alone. That's exactly what you were saying before. Is that he's a lot of shit's happening. Of course he's gonna act out, different and out of character.
Yeah.
Kaori Oribe was in a messed up mental state that led her to plot the deaths of herself and everyone else just to save her son. It was simply the immense power of motherly love at work.
Yeah.
I'd messed it up by sending Haru-chan to the second floor. Kaori-san probably resented me for that. Not to mention, I was the one who'd pinned her down. Being the target of a dead person's enmity was a rare experience, and in my opinion, it was uncomfortable.
僕の真似?
I tried to think and did stuff. Was I a bad influence on her? Yes. Well, carefully deliberating your actions was never a bad thing, obviously. Also, it was worth noting she pointed out that Yasunaga-kun trying to guilt trip her wasn't like him. Her own intuition was important too. Besides him, there was Tai-san, who believed nothing but the superstitions, Haru-chan, who always agreed with Yasunaga-kun, and Meiko, the one who sealed Kaori-san's fate.
みんな怪しいな.
Except you. Boner-san thinks you're great. Chiemi hung her head.
メイコちゃんは助けてやることに決めてるんだけど。
どうやって？ここを出て？無理だって言ってんじゃん。
I'm going to die and I'm taking her with me.
待ってて確実に死ぬよか良くないか？彼女が狼だったら一人減らせてラッキーかもよ。
なのかな。もうわかんない。人殺しちゃった。
She said it casually, but I could tell that was hard for her to say.
君は悪くないさ。
I responded equally casually. I felt like breaking the illusion would be too much to handle. I don't.
He doesn't. He just wants in your pants.
一応、殺人を止めなかったってことは、それに賛同したってことじゃない？
それは僕も同じだし。
あ、そっか。
Oh yeah, you're a coward.
それに、異常な状況下で異常な決断をしてしまうことに、法はある程度理解を示すんじゃないかな。
Yeah, right?
法ねえ。
どうにしたってまともな法で裁かれるなら意味不明な山の掟に裁かれるより6倍マシでしょう。
I would take the mountain.
それともちえみちゃんはむしろ超常的な死を遂げたいのか？
It's probably metal as shit.
Yeah, that's true.
どれも的を外してるって。
Man, this was complicated.
神様ってやつのせいか？
Yes.
半分は
もう半分は説明しづらい。じゃあ神様の方を話してよ。
Okay, at least listen. I'll take talking about God over talking about relationship bullshit.
Yeah.
どう言えばいいのかな。
At least this might give us some information.
神様は不幸なんだ。
Okay.
ん？
いや、辞書的な意味で不幸のことをそう呼んでるわけじゃなくて、そのね、神様がいるからどうやっても私たちは幸せになれない。
Okay.
それは目に見えるもの？
Is God visible? Is God here with us right now? Can you show me God?
私たちはみんな見てる。でも本質は目に見えないものかも。
目に見える部分について聞こう。それは人間？
Though slowly and hesitantly, she gave me a light nod.
それは安水の誰か？
Silence, neither yes or no.
じゃあ上藤吉の人間？
She kept her silence. Her shoulders were shaking a bit.
じゃあ
違う、やっぱ違う。人間じゃない。人間をどうしたって神様はどうにもならない。
Okay, God is the convenience store worker.
Yep, until we have evidence that says otherwise, I'm running with this theory.
Because she responded with God being human, but not from Kami Fujiyoshi or Yasumizu.
Mm-hmm.
that makes the convenience store worker.
Yep.
Shit, I knew it'd go like this.
What
if Haruaki was sent here by the convenience store worker god because he sassed her and was an asshole?
She's punishing him for his sass and also for his shitty thoughts, his shitty internal monologue about how the customer is king.
Yes.
And that she should obey his every whim.
If this is some, like, laser-guided karma, this game would be awesome. And I really hope that's the case. I just hope that...
I agree.
Like, she sent him here, like, because you are a shitty person.
Yep.
Wait.
That's a weird thing to say.
Does she loop too?
Maybe.
I just kind of blurted out something without thinking.
How is that unusual from anything else you do?
Chiemi was clearly in a state of panic. The despair was one cause, but someone panicked like this couldn't explain themselves properly. Also, I didn't feel like this was simply some spiritual being she could see. She could perceive God as a sensation of sorts, and the fact others couldn't cause her to panic. Explaining a sense like that wasn't easy, and trying to explain it in detail was also a reminder of how much it scared her. I had to try and understand what she was sensing and find a better word for it than God. That was what I thought to myself after saying those words, but why did she suddenly go quiet? She was raising her head, and her eyes were wide, staring straight at me. She'd completely stopped voicing her pain. Did I hit the nail on the head? As I considered that possibility, I felt a cold, damp breeze from behind me. She wasn't staring at me. She was staring at something behind me. I turned around, following the direction of her eyes. How long had the front door been open? Had I forgotten to lock the door? Whoa!
Whoa! It is absolutely the convenience store worker. Look at those dreadlocks.
No, those are bandages.
Are they?
Yeah, and how long had that thing been there? There was a person outside. Was it even human? Through the darkness, I could see that it definitely had a humanoid silhouette, but it was definitely abnormal. Its body was covered in bandages. No, sutras? It was a smallish boy or girl covered in marked cloth. Again, was it even human? I asked the same question again, unable to even voice the words. I couldn't move a finger, or rather, I didn't, because I had no idea what would have happened if I did. As the tension began to overwhelm me, I saw its lips move. Fushiyoshi.
Not Fujiyoshi.
A howl.